AI is clearly here to stay, and lots of industries are trying to grapple with how to best implement it, if at all. Recent controversies have shown that the comic book world will be no different. Last month, Twitter user James Leach posted his suspicions about AI-derived artwork being used in Batman number 143, illustrated by Sorrentino. Leach highlights errors in anatomy like Joker's nipples being misaligned, very important point, odd cropping and pixelated texture. Joker in a pair of jeans, an image of Batman kissing what looks to be Black Cat rather than Catwoman also gave people pause for thought. Leach goes on to say that he suspects AI was actually used in all of Sorrentino's run on Batman. Sorrentino seemed to refute this by then showing videos of his artistic process on social media, but the accusations still won't go away. At the same time, artist Jingxiong Guo has also been accused of using AI too on several covers for DC. At the time of writing, DC have said they are investigating but have been quiet on the matter since releasing that statement. Whilst neither artists have been 100% proven to have used AI, it is very likely we will see a lot more accusations, both justified and not, in the near future. In fact, a quick Google search brings up dozens of websites that can help you build a comic book using AI art. You can also find websites showcasing some of these comics, highlighting how popular the concept is already. It seems at the moment it's generally being used by independent and amateur creators, but it'll be no surprise then to see it creep into use by major publishers, especially as it gets better and better. So what's the harm? In theory, AI could broaden the creative landscape, giving opportunities to more people. Aspiring writers who may not have had contacts with artists or the funds to pay one might bite the bullet and finally create their work knowing an AI will fill in the visuals. Flip it round and then AI could write a comic script for an up-and-coming artist to showcase their work, adding to their portfolio. What is interesting, that using AI would be cheaper for publishers than paying a writer or artist. However, the push for it, as mentioned earlier, has so far come from individuals or very small startups. For the moment, none of these have proven very popular. The only other instances we've seen have been accusations of individuals like Sorrentino. This is fascinating as they are clearly talented artists with no need to enhance their work. So although these have been isolated alleged instances, what could be behind them? Is it the pressure of the deadlines or the workload that leads people to do this? Art is forever changing, and if AI can be used to improve and enhance artwork, then isn't that a good thing? We've accepted that great artists in the past have always used help. Old masters used students to paint the majority of a picture, stepping in to do hands and faces at the end. Matisse in his frailer years used assistants to cut out pieces to create his incredible work. Sculptors like Gormley today could not create the work they do without having a huge team around them. In all these cases, a team has been working together to create the artist's vision, aiding the process. And even in the comics world, we've accepted differing methods and aids. Digital colouring has been around for a while now, as has tracing for better or worse, collage, photography, painting, 3D modelling, and a number of other techniques that showcase how broad a landscape comics has become. But AI-generated artwork just feels different. We're now seeing major exhibitions in the art world using AI, like Pierre Huyghe's Liminal show in Venice. But are people attending more out of curiosity rather than resonating with the art itself? It's hard to say whether even the artists themselves are using it to push the boundaries or are just hopping on the next big trend. Is this something we're seeing reflected in the comic book world as well? Ignoring current accuracy issues with AI-generated images, as no doubt they will improve, the bigger problem is that AI doesn't currently add new techniques or styles, instead copying what is already out there. How many AI prompts needed to use the phrase, "in the style of"? An internet flooded with AI-generated work would begin copying itself, stagnating artistic styles and narrowing the range of art available. As mentioned earlier, I do think we will see a rapid rise in the number of comics using AI, both openly and in secret. As readers and fans, how do we react? What solutions could there be, and does it even matter? Are disclaimers or outright bans going to work? Does the average fan care whether AI is being used, so long as whatever war in Gotham has been wrapped up on time and it looks good? Whilst I don't like the idea of online witch hunts for every artist suspected of using AI, I do think we as a community should be vigilant for it and vote with our pockets. This will help protect the livelihoods of artists and writers alike, and the future of the industry. I could have used ChatGPT or whatever to write this script for me, and the sad thing is it probably would have been better, more structured, more coherent, but it wouldn't have been me. It wouldn't have had my voice or ideas, and essentially that is what would happen if AI becomes widespread in comics. We'd settle for mediocrity, missing out on fringe writers or artists, rarely having our ideals tested, instead having cookie cutter comics based on whatever was previously successful. Yes, we'd probably lose some truly awful storylines, but we'd miss out on the sublime ones too. As cringy as it is to say this, comics would lose some humanity. Of course, if you're watching this in the future and Ultron or Skynet have taken over, then I welcome our new overlords.